When I'm cold calling mortgage brokers from over like 100 phone conversations, right? If they book an appointment or if they don't, I've noticed something that most of them say, and that is the market is not that good. Like, especially in 2024, that was the case. Most of them used to say the same thing. But in the same time frame, I did get more than 15 people. I spoke with 15 people on a Zoom call who were doing more than 20 loans a month, 15 loans a month. And yet there were people, majority of them, who are saying that, the market is not good enough. And there is a very big distinction that I noticed between these two types of people. The people who are accepting the fact that the market is bad, that's the reason they are not able to do more, are not acknowledging the fact that if you did more of whatever you're doing, even with lower conversion rate because of the market, it still will give you a higher chance of closings. For example, if your usual conversion rate, let's say on a usual general sales terms, right? If out of 10 prospects that you speak with who shows interest when the market is good, if 3 to 4 of them converts to an actual client or customer, if that is the norm for you, and now you have seen that out of 15 or 20 people, 3 to 4 of them are converting. Now, of course, like for you, the number has doubled, right? So the number of, like, you are getting 10 referrals and only 2 of them are getting to a closed loan. You're doing less loans, right? Yes, because of the market being bad, yes. But it doesn't mean that you cannot hit 10 loans, 20 loans, because the people who are getting 10, 20 loans, I've seen that they are putting more content more aggressively. They are connecting with realtors at a higher pace. They're hopping on a lot of calls just to see what works. They are spending more on advertising. And what happens is, like, that's the time you are stacking more. So just to get to the number that you want to, you are in turn actually speaking with more people, building a stronger pipeline, which when the market actually gets better, the 80% of the population in the market will just get to the base level where they usually were. But the people who are actually pushing for more, and they're pushing harder than ever before, they are actually maybe with less conversion rate, but they're actually having more conversations, which is going to be tripling or quadrupling the number of loan volume that they usually do. So when the market is bad, that's the absolute perfect time when you should be, like, I'm not an expert in this field, right? But from my conversations, I'm sure that you haven't had 100 one-on-one Zoom conversations with MLOs, right? I've had that. And the traits that the people with higher number of loans have is not equal to the traits that people who are more complaining about the market being bad. External factors are out of our control. Like, for example, in my business as well, there's a lot of things that doesn't go along, to my plan. For example, I'm from India and I'm talking to people in the US. A lot of people are, having a negative point of view on people from my country. And especially because it's like a foreign deal, there's a lot of skepticism connected to it. So I can say that, I cannot build a business that is, easily as someone from the US will, or even just from the West, right? There's a lot of stereotypes connected to it. But that is an external factor I cannot connect, I cannot control that. What I can control is booking more appointments and learning the skill even better. If I can learn the skill even better, if I can build more leverage, then what happens is, at the end, even with less conversion rates, if I can book triple the number of appointments, let's say someone from the US has like a 40% conversion rate. What I can do is, like, I can book triple the number of appointments that he books with a 50% less conversion rate, let's say like 20% conversion rate for my business. And I'll still get 1.5x. So what we can do is make sure that the pipeline is built better than ever. Make sure we are connecting with more and more people. Make sure we have like 2 hours extra put into new avenues that can build that compounding game. When the market gets better, it can work in your favor, like, more than you have ever imagined. So this is the time when you can actually invest into content, because this is the time when you can build leverage. This is the time you can invest into lead generation. Like, most people say that, I don't buy leads. I think you should, even with a drop in conversion. Maybe you're investing more, you're not getting much in return, but this is not the time to get returns. This is the time to build this up. Because what is the other option that you've got? Just stay broke and, make less money. But if you can make less money and then invest, in 5 to 6 months time, you will get more than what others, have prepared for, right? So at the end of the day, you are in a business, and if you don't think, this is my point of view, right? If we are not thinking about, this as a business terms, especially because most people in this MLO mortgage industry are solopreneurs. You just own all on your own. So the idea of, looking at it from a business perspective is difficult, a bit difficult. And all the people who I have spoken with who are doing more than 15 loans are looking at it from a business perspective. They're investing and they're not expecting a return just out of, just right now. They're looking at a return in like 3 months, 4 months, 5 months time. And even just a higher increase in any number of, metrics. For example, qualified appointments, that's increased qualified appointments. If referrals are giving you 10 appointments on a monthly basis and you're speaking with 10 people, if you are able to add a new avenue which is giving you the same type of quality but time 20 or 30 of these type of people, then what you can do already is look for ways to make sure that how can I get these people make these people as warm as my referral, so that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter where they're coming from. At the end of the day, these are the same type of people. These are home buyers from your state. These are not some random people. These are the same people in your area, but coming through a new avenue compared to someone who has a mutual contact. When it comes from a mutual contact, there is higher number of trust built. But when it comes from a new avenue, you need to build that trust. And that means that you need to follow up more with better personalization. And that's when videos comes into play. If you have a new cold audience that's coming to you with the right credit, you cannot be a commodity. If you are a commodity and you just have okay, I have spoken with them and I'm treating them just like referrals, it's not going to work, because this is the time you have to make sure that how can I think out of the box, have videos which can help them connect with you. There's something called parasocial relationship, where let's say you're watching this video, you will feel that, okay, I know this person a bit more, as compared to if you didn't watch this video and then hop on a call with me. But if you have watched this video now, you will know that, okay, this is the type of person this person is. This is what he believes in. This is how he speaks. This is how it looks like. So you will be more comfortable and you will be more aligned to speaking with me. So there's going to be less judgments. There's going to be less friction when we have a conversation, and we can both focus on things that can actually push the needle forward, or get to a decision basically. And getting to a decision is the most important thing, right? Even if you're speaking with a home buyer and then they're actually taking, let me think about it, or at least I'll get back to you. I'll speak with 4 or 5 other people. That is what spoils the deal, right? What you need to do is, if you have these videos in place and that's the follow-up, then you first of all stand out from the crowd. Everyone is just doing a drip message campaign. It's not a new thing anymore, so you will just be one out of many. But when you are personalizing, specifically sending videos that speaks to them, their situation specifically, then what happens is the connection that is built towards you is better as compared to other people who are also reaching out to them or they are speaking to. And by the end of the process, when they're actually about to take the leap and move ahead, you will be having a better chance of being the person that they choose, right? So that is the reason you need to, when the market is down, there's no point discussing that. This is the last thing that I think is, it makes sense. It doesn't make sense at all, because if the market is bad, how are people doing 5 times the loan volume? The same market, 100 people I spoke with, 15 of them are doing more than 15 loans. 15 of them are doing 5 or 2 to 3 loans a month. This is the lowest 15 and the highest 15. There was even a person who was in this industry for 30 years and he's only doing 2 loans. This also tells you what is the importance of adaptation. Reputation is the foundation of this industry, right? But no one said that the only way to build reputation is by going one-on-one and having conversations with these people, with realtors in events, right? You can also have virtual conversations. For example, like this, you can also have virtual connections being made and then attract people towards you. That is also building reputation. Content marketing is the best reputation method in 2025. And the best example is the person from, I think he was from California, and that person was 65 years old, 30 years in this industry, and he was doing only 1 loan. And the reason is simple, because he was saying, I don't understand everything that's happening. But you cannot say that. You can either choose to learn it or have someone else help you with the process, or do 50-50, someone else helps you with the process and you learn the basic part because you have to do it. Otherwise, you can just be content with 1 or 2 loans a month. If you're not okay with 1 or 2 loans a month, you need to do the things that the top 15% or top 10% are doing. And that is, you need to explore more, you need to be more active, you need to find the way, how can I be active? Being active on social, recording videos. Look at me. Do I sound like an extrovert? I'm not an extrovert. I'm not always energetic, sharing these videos, but this is not a, I'm not an influencer. My job is to help the people gain clarity who wants to do business with me or potentially will ever, explore the idea of working with me together, right? That is my job, nothing else. So my job here is to give you clarity with the experience and the stories that I have seen. Like from the 100 conversation, I can even like share all the 100 conversation and the opinion based on every single person. That is 100 pieces of content. That doesn't mean that I need to be, I need to shout, I need to show that, oh, hey, this is not me. Like I need to be a personality. No, look at me. Like I'm just sitting in my home. This is my basement, right? I don't want to pretend anything, because being authentic is the rarest thing in this planet right now. And if you can be authentic and then add the expertise that you have and then use that in a different way, you already stand out. Because not many people, if you are having friction to record videos and then come online and share the expertise that you have gained in 10 years, 15 years, some people even 20 years, hell, even like 5 years, right? That's a lot of experience. If you are not open or willing to share that experience, you are doing a disservice to the people who are already like searching for that. People are searching for that. There's not enough people who are actually being authentic and not pretending, and they don't care about followers and views. Like there's a lot of people who cares about followers and views and are manipulating people. But you being someone who doesn't care about attention, that makes you the right person to be online and help those people who actually need help, right? So it's very selfish if you think that, just because I don't like social media, it doesn't make sense for my business to be there. If you're a business owner, it doesn't make sense at all. Zero. I don't care if you're 65 years old. I don't care if you're 45 years old. I'm 28 years old. You can be 3 times my age, but if you are not doing this thing, you are not, matured enough in today's day and age of business. So yeah, I just wanted to share this, and I hope this gives you some sort of value. My suggestion as a summary is going to be, come on socials and share. Like you don't need to pretend to be anything. Just share your stories. Like, what are you experiencing? What are the biggest challenges that people are facing? And what can prevent them to face these challenges before even they hop on a call with you, or worse, like they never hop on a call with you, but still you can add some value. That will be the law of reciprocity, where you give first and then it will work in your favor. So yeah, just record videos, leverage this, and when the market is down, that's the best time to actually do something like content creation, lead generation, everything that you don't want to do. This is the best time to do it, and expect not before 8 months. I would say like literally like 6 to 8 months. Don't expect anything before that. But in those 8 months, if you can just go down by 20% of your capacity in terms of finances, and then go 20% ahead, like above your capacity in terms of efforts, in those 6 months, that can be the life-changing 6 months that you need. Yeah, that being said, cheers.